Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Robert and welcome to my channel. Ready for another awesome video? Every time when I create a new video, I always think about, is there something special that I can offer to my viewers? So I work pretty hard on all the new ideas. Sometimes one video from the beginning to the end, it probably takes me 5 hours to planning the video and to create a card and to create a video, editing the video and upload the video to the YouTube. So if you like Lisa's videos, make sure you give me a thumb up and subscribe to Local King's YouTube channel and share this awesome channel with your friend. So would you like to learn how to make this 3D card? And I'm going to show you step by step. Actually, this is a pretty unique idea, and I when I created this project, I actually kind of stuck it somehow because I want to send this card by regular letter mail, and then I have been creating a lot of a slimline card, right? But this one is kind of like a 3D card, but I really don't want to pay the extra money to send this card as a package. I want to send it just by the regular letter mail, but I also want to have at least a 3D special effect. So I was kind of thinking how can I solve that problem? Ta-da! I actually figured out how to do it, and then you can send the lease card just like a regular card with number 10 letter size envelope. Would you like to learn how? Let me show you. Okay, so 2020 fall new release, we are taking a pre-order now, and the pre-order deal is until October 31st, and I offer a great promotion. All the 2020 new release, they are free shipping and also a very good discount. So I have made a lot of different bundles, and make sure you check it out. So today we are going to use these combo set. It comes with a beautiful orchid and the flower, and also they have a matching die. So this is a slimline card size stamp, but I have been explaining that you don't have to make a slimline card. So if you like, make sure you check my other video. I have created a lot of different videos to show you how can you create a beautiful card with large size stamp and the die cut. And in today's video, you can see the orchid and the butterfly. It's a little bit different, right? I am going to show you how to use the Local King's matching die as a stencil. You don't even need to stamp the image. I like to create something that you can use a multiple purpose, not just make one card and that's it. So I have been proven to you that I have been create a lot of video to show you how to use the Local King's product, and I hope you like it. And then make sure if you like my card and my video and the Local King's product, make sure you give me a thumb up. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to me. So that way I can see, oh, okay, people like this kind of video, I will create more. And then make sure you subscribe to Local King YouTube channel, so that way when I have a new video, you will get a notice. So let's start today's video. It's going to be a fun one, and I hope you, when you pick up this idea, you can create your own project and have as much fun as I do. Okay, so the main image we are using the combo set, the beautiful orchid and the butterfly. And then for the background, we are going to use this leaf van large size. And in my previous tutorial, I have been showing you, you don't have to make a slimline card. You can extend your background size. Just make sure you check Local King Online DVD library, and then you will find all the information. So this is the card that I come out with today's video, and when I want to create this kind of 3D effect, but I really don't want to pay the extra money to send this card as a package. So this is how I come out with this awesome idea, and I think I hope you can use this tip and make a beautiful card. So this is my secret weapon. I have this what's it called, Vulcan. Okay, this one I just got these from the dollar store. They call the hoop and loop dots. Okay, So I don't want to glue it permanently, so I kind of put these dots here. When you want to, send it, you can just flat it. There you go. It's flattened just like that. And then I think once when your friend receive this card, they take a look. When they see this kind of welcome, is that right? You know what I mean, those hoop and loop like that. They will automatically, it's just like a human instinct, they will automatically kind of just stick them together, and then that can become a 3D card. Isn't that smart? It took me a while to figure out. I was thinking, how can I create something that is easy and useful? So this is what all Local King rubber stamp YouTube channel about. I like to find some solution for some awesome stamping tips and then share with all my viewers. Oh, okay. Yeah, one more thing about the Local King First Card Challenge. If you are participating in the Local King First Card Challenge, I have a receipt. Let me show you, take a quick pic. I have received a lot of cards already, and I'm still doing the card swap. So we sold over 110 set for Local King's card challenge. I'm so excited to receive all the cards from you. So remember, the cutting line is November 15. So time to working on your card project and send it to me as soon as possible. And then when I receive all the cards, I will create a video. I'm so excited. I hope we can receive over 100 different cards. And once when this event is finished, and I will send you the $10 gift certificate for anybody who participate in this event and who purchase this stamp set, and you can use the gift certificate for your further purchase. Okay, so let's start today's video. Okay, so today's project is a slimline size, and what is really the size of the slim card? From my personal view, is that any card fit in the number 10 envelope is considered slimline card. So the card I make is actually 4 by 9 inches, just a slightly smaller. So if you make it like 8.5, I really don't like that big gap between. So I try to fit it out my envelope to make my slimline card. But you do whatever you like. So this card is kind of heavy, so make sure you use a good cardstock, and then so that way when your friend receive this card will sit on the table nicely. Okay, so this is my 4 by 9 inches my foundation card, and like I said, I use a good quality cardstock, and this one actually is double-sided, have two different color, and I'm kind of want to make a pink color, so I have my other layering, and the leaves is 3.75 by 8.75, so just a 0.25, a little bit smaller to make a layering. And then I have my MAC Coat. This is a dark glossy. It's a little bit glossy for my leaf van background. So I have it here. Okay, so this is a 3.5 by 8.5. 8.50, yeah, 8.50. You know what I mean? So you just have a three layering, okay? And then for the outline, I am going to use a dark purple instead of brown. So, and then a piece of regular cardstock. So this is a Cougar cardstock, is a thick cardstock, and I'm going to show you how to use Local King's die cut as stencil. So I want you to use a thick, good cardstock because we are going to create those kind of dry embossing. If you use a very, very thick cardstock, when you run to the machine, they probably they probably break the paper. So use a good quality cardstock. This is a Cougar 120. Okay, so let's grab my die cut first. So all the die cut after 2018 combo set, they all come with two different die cut. One is outline die cut and one is detail die cut. Like I say, every time when I create something, I always thinking about this got to be a multiple purpose, not just make a one card. Okay, so that's working on my foundation first. Well, you know what? Actually, that's working on this paper, the paper first, the purple color first. So I put my card there, and I put my both double dies. Okay, here. Okay, so just try to eyeball them. Make sure your die cut is the detail die cut is right in the middle. And then you can just use the purple tape to tape it. And I'm going to run through the machine, die cut it. I will be right back. Just in case, you can put a little bit more extra purple tape. You want to make sure your detail die is right in the middle of that outline die. Okay, so that's what it look like, right? Okay, and don't do anything yet. So what now I am going to do is I'm going to grab my brush, die brush, kind of just to brush off the extra pieces. Okay, but don't remove your purple purple tape yet, because we need to do something. So you kind of just remove all those small pieces like this, and then my purple die cut is still attached, right? Okay, and then now you can use like a regular tape or those invisible tape, and then I want you, okay, that's and then I want you just tape. I want to show you part of this image. You don't have to, I'm going to, let's bring a little bit closer. Okay, you don't have to tape everywhere, okay, but be careful. I'm going to bring it close to you. You just want to secure, because this time the these combo die cut, we don't have the kiss cut. So after you die cut it, they will fall off. But I want to create like a 3 different layering. 2, sorry. So I kind of just show you. See, this is my sample card, right? I have my outline here, and I have a this layer, and I have a this layer. So I kind of want to create an extra like a 3D. So you don't have to like a tape everywhere. You just make sure part of I'm going to bring it close to you. So part of that's this. Can you see the tape? Just a part of that, and then now we can release. And then like I say, this piece you can do something later on. Okay, and I'm going to try to save my purple tape. Okay, and just gently brush off. So that's a 2 die cut, and then see part of my butterflies and then part of my orchid. They are still attached with that outline, and then they are not completely glued. Does that make sense? Okay, so and then next we are going to, we don't need our outline die anymore. So outline die, you can go relax. I am going to use a Cougar. Okay, don't use your dark glossy, because dark glossy, it cannot really blending. You want to use regular cardstock. Have you tried the Nina paper? How's the Nina paper? Do they blending well? Okay, so We are going to use the or die cut as a stencil. Remember before when we have a stencil, we can use a stencil and we can color them, right? And then before they have this machine, when we want to do the dry embossing, we have to have a light table, we have to have a stylus, we have to have a time to like kind of use a light table and kind of pushing it, scrolling to make a 3D. But now they all can be solved by using sheets of rubber. So we're going to do die cut first, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So if you want to use your die cut as a stencil, you got to make sure that your die cut have embossing feature. If your die cut is like this, there's nothing here, they will not create any embossing. So Local King's die cut have a lot of detail. So this detail is embossing, and also you can use a stencil. How to do it, I will show you step by step. So let's go cut it first, and then our die cut quality is awesome. One wrong, even 120 pounds of Cougar cardstock, they will cut just like a cutting butter. Okay, so this is what look like after you die cut, right? You always got to make sure you have a clean cut before you release your die cut. But now we are going to do the embossing. So embossing, how are we going to do the embossing? We have my cutting plates here. I have my die cut, my Cougar cardstock here. It's very important. You got to have a piece of rubber. So put your rubber on top, and then I want to create a very deep embossing. So I am going to shim my cardstock. If you have an automatic machine like a Big Shot Express or Vagabond, you know your machine the best. Okay, you don't want to force your machine. Like my machine, I really know my machine well, so I kind of use a very thick shimming cardstock to shimming it, but you don't want to force your machine. If it's too thick, you might damage your machine. Okay, so just be careful. If you have a Big Shot Express and then they are jam, so send me an email to show you how you can release your Big Shot machine. Don't put it in the garbage. And also if you have a Vagabond machine, if it's jam, just send me an email to teach you how to release it, so you don't have to put it in the garbage. That's a really expensive machine. So die cut plate, die cut Cougar cardstock, rubber, shimming cardstock, and the plate. And I'm going to run to the machine. I'm going to show you what's look like. Okay, so that's open and see what's look like. So this is my die cut plate, and then this is my shimming one. This is my rubber. And then there you go. Let's take a look at this beautiful embossing. Look. Okay, and then now we are going to do the coloring. Before we do the coloring, this is something I want you to do. So you are going to use your purple tape again. You are going to just kind of let's do this. Let me see how we're going to do that. You're going to just kind of tape it any place you like. Make sure your die cut still attached on your paper. Okay, and now we are going to gently remove our tape. Okay, so just be careful. And then if you can, save your purple tape if you can. And then here is what I'm going to do. I just use a small piece just in case I don't want my die fall off the paper, because we are going to color it now. Okay, so that's like this. So I'm going to just secure here. Okay, so this is what the back look like, and this is the front look like. Remember, because we did embossing, right? So now that piece of rubber pushed the paper, so my paper and my die cut is actually level. Isn't that look like a stencil now? Okay, so now we're going to color it in, and how to color it, color these. So do you have any stencil? Now it's very seldom to see the people sell the stencil now. So we are going to color my flower, and we are going to use our magic mushroom. That's the best. If you don't have the magic mushroom, you can use the blending brushes. Just be careful when you blending and don't push too hard. You don't want to push the paper off your die cut. Okay, so I have my magic mushroom here, and then I also have those mini magic mushroom that I made myself. If you like to learn how to do it, so here is the link. Here is a tutorial for how to make your magic mushroom. And remember, those magic mushroom, the quality is not as good as or magic mushroom. You can probably use it 2-3 times, and then the surface they will start to shading it, and then you have to keep it exchange the new one. But those sponges is cheap, so that won't be a problem. Okay, so always start with a lighter color first. If it's not enough, we add more. I use a Robert Naker's color fuse. This is a rose color, so just dip out some color, and then always testing to see. I only want a very, very light color, so kind of just gently brush somewhere around my orchid. Okay, gently tap. I want to have a very, very light color. So that's my pink. Okay, what color I want to do my butterfly? I think the purple color will do well. So I use my purple magic mushroom. I think the color is good. I actually want to have some blue. So I'm going to use blue, and then just be careful that tape, you can kind of change the spot. Gently rub a little bit blue color. The foundation color, you want the light as you can. And then we're going to add the darker color slowly. Okay, make sure your die cut is still attached on your paper, that special die cut pieces. Okay, so I have my blue. See, I don't really clean my magic mushroom. The color on top is good enough, so I'm going to just do a little bit green and orange. This is orange. Let's do this. Okay, see how easy it is, but you do have to pay attention if you want to, if you have that purple tape on your way, so you got to remove it. Okay, so I have my color, the foundation color, very, very light color. Now I'm going to slowly add a little bit darker color. So I'm going to use, this is my light bubble gum and the rose. So for the bubble gum, it's a little bit darker color, so I'm going to use my mini magic mushroom. Okay, always testing first, see the color, and then I just found a small spot, gently drawing a little circle. Okay, you always try to start with a light color. If it's not enough, you add more. Okay, just gently tap or rub. Okay. And then because we did the embossing, so the paper is level, that make this doable. If you don't do the embossing, you won't be able to get all the detail. Okay, so that's my pink, and I am going to do some purple color, some blue color for my butterfly. So just keep coloring. So 2020 fall new design, I only have 6 new background stamp plus 4 combo set. So, but I have been create a lot of tutorial to show you just by using these four combo set, how many different kind of possibility that you can create. That's really fun to play it. Okay, and that's grab a purple color, just gently circling. Okay, and I have some green, orange. Sometimes we can use a large mushroom is faster. Okay, and then the green one, so I have This is green color. So this is how I coloring. I think it's fast and easy. Okay, a little bit green here in the middle of the orchid. I just love orchid here. It's getting cold in Canada now. Okay, so let me think anything else I can add a little bit. I think I'm going to have a little bit more blue, like a darker ultramarine blue on my butterfly. Okay. Okay, just gently rubbing. That's beautiful color. And then if you like, you can add a little bit glitter, anything you like. So, Twinkie, Stella. Okay, so I think that's pretty much. Let's add one more darkest pink. Just give it a little bit final touch up. Okay, so this one is a fuchsia. Okay, just some part. Okay. Sometimes if you find out explain too much, you find it a little bit boring, just fast forward it. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. And let me just take all the ink away. And then now we can remove my purple tape. And one more thing is very, very important before we move on to the next step. So now you can remove all your purple tape and try to save it if you can. Okay, and the dye brush here. Ready to see what it look like? Ooh, I think that's actually pretty. Okay, so now going to just ready? Isn't that beautiful? I think that's so pretty. Okay, before we move on to the next step, we are going to make sure we clean or die cut first. Because when we rubbing the color on top, some color is sitting on your die cut. If you didn't pay attention, and the next time when you use it, it's going to ruin your beautiful card. That's very painful. Okay, and then look how detailed my die cut it is. Is that pretty? Okay, and then if you want to, we can just soften the edge a little bit by add a little bit purple or light pink, anything you like. So just gently give a touch up. Okay, and for my butterfly, I don't want to use orange. I'm going to use blue. And then when your friend asks you how you create those 3D, you say, I have to use a light table, stylus, and I spent 2 hours to, working on the card that I made for you. Okay, so that's what it look like I did with Local Kings die cut. I use a die cut as a stencil, and I did the embossing, and I also use a coloring. Isn't that unique? Okay, now the rest of them is easy. Okay, so now we're going to working on the background. I use these leaf veins, and if you have been following my video, I always rubbing my stamp instead of tapping. So rub, and then last time you tap. The reason you tap is you try to hiding those rubbing mark. Okay, so rub, tap, rub, tap. Okay, and then we are going to stamping this dark glossy. I use dark glossy because they are coated cardstock. They just you can use acrylic block, but I'm lazy. I'm going to just I think it should be work just fine. It's handmade, right? Boo Boo make this card better because it's handmade. And then I am going to just rubbing the back of the cardstock, and let's see what's look like. Okay, rub, make sure you're rubbing everywhere. I really don't like to stamp the large background stamp because first of all, you have to push so hard. And then if your table is not flat, you usually don't get a nice image. And let's see what's look like. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to leave it away, put it away. And then I have some gap here. No worry, what we're going to do is I'm going to just find a little bit darker green, because I need at least a large size, right? So I'm kind of just darkening that white border. Okay. And then try to hide it because the card I make is a little bit bigger than the slimline card size. So I'm going to just darken those line. Okay, and that's it. Awesome. And then let's move to the next step. So the next step is kind of tricky here. Well, it's not tricky. It's just something you need to know. First, we are going to glue or layering. So going to just I love pink. Well, I like purple. Well, I like black too. Well, I like all the color. Okay, let's do. I don't really like yellow. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then here is something important. So I have my card mounting here, right? I actually, so the size of this card is 8.5. So I'm going to cut 1 inches. So let's cut the 1 inches here. Okay. So I'm going to cut 1 inches here, and then this one we are going to cut 1/4 inches. Going to create a gap like this. Oh, if that bothers you, you can do this way. Why? I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so I think that's good enough, and I am going to mount these two first. So let's put a lot. Oops, actually something is missing. Oh, still good. Okay, we are going to do that one later. So let's do this one. Let's see. Actually, okay, I already did. So I did. So I'm going to just do something else. So we're going to put this one away. Actually, we are going to working on the front first. Okay, the reason I cut at least 1 inches and 1/4 inches because the front have to be a little bit shorter. That way they can curve. If it's the same length, they will not curve, right? So that's why I cut the piece over there. If you don't like to, separate your background, you can do that too. Like I say, you do whatever you like. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so let's do this one first. So I have a piece of acetate. Okay, this acetate. Where's the acetate? Okay. Okay, I have this piece of acetate. The acetate is 3 inches wide and it's 11 inches length. It's like a letter size. Okay, so the first, that's just a folding, like 1 inches. Okay. like this. My first card, I was kind of gluing this one under the pink, but I forgot. I already did that part, right? So I'm going to just glue in front of my leaf. They will do the same thing too. Okay, so you fold it around the 1 inches, right? And then we're going to grab my purple one. The one, remember, I cut my purple, right? And then you are going to put the glue. You don't have to put everywhere. This is what I do. Because some part, I want them loose by purpose. So I kind of just put a little bit. I show you when I finish. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. See my glue, right? You don't have to like completely covering, just some. And then I have a folding line, right? And then I am going to just put that one on top, like this. Okay, and then see, I want this one by purpose because I want to kind of create an extra layering, make it look like it's a shadow. Like this. Okay, and then you can use a foam tape to mount on top. When you put a foam tape, try to put the foam tape in the middle of the butterfly, in the middle of the orchid, so that way after you put the layering, the wing, they will still kind of pop out. If you put your foam tape around the butterfly or like the edge of the orchid, they will stay flat. So because I want to create some kind of extra 3D, right? So that's why make sure your foam tape is in the middle of the flower. Okay, like or design have some extra pop-out stuff, right? So see, so when you put the foam tape, you just put on top of that pop-out place. Okay, remember, put in the middle, your butterfly, try to put in the middle, and the middle, and this one, put on the top. Okay. Like this. So how do you like this card so far? Okay, and then we're going to just put the layering on top of that. Who's the tape? Somewhere right there. Who cares? Okay, see? And then you can kind of manually kind of folding the wing. 1, 2, 3 there. And the folding here, kind of make it like a vertical a little bit. Okay, and then this wing. Ta-da! These are nice. Okay, and then next, we are going to mount it. So you can do this one under that light pink one, or you can do this one. So I put a lot of tape here, and then kind of just level it. You can put a little bit top or in the right. I put it right in the middle, like this, right? And then now remember my leaf one. See, I make a boo-boo all the time, but I just try to fix it. Okay, and then you're going to see this is the tape, and then you're going to try to put the right there. Right? Okay, and then you can kind of just folding it. Okay, and then here, you are going to folding your acetate right the corner of this butterfly, just right there. Okay, and then now we're going to glue this one first. Okay, you know what? This is just... Sorry, my camera was off the battery. Okay, so sorry for the disconnect. Okay, and then so you put this 1 inch piece on, right? And then now we are going to open the card, get your ruler, and then that pink gap between, you are going to cut through, just cut the line. The line should be the same width of your acetate. Okay, and then now you can just insert that, and then this part is pop out. You kind of just like push this way, that way, make a nice curve. Okay, so once when you insert, right, you can flatten it, and then now is the time we're going to use the vacuum. Okay, you can get this one from the dollar store. Okay, so grab this backing. Okay, so one positive and one negative. Okay, you put the two pieces together, right? And then you're going to just and then push it. That will be the perfect spot. And then if you want to send it, you kind of just open it and then flatten it like this. And then I think when your friends see it, or you can put a little note, say glue, like just put, I think people, when they see automatically there's a dust there, they will just automatically glue it. So that's what it looks like, and you can put any message you like. There's one more thing. Okay, so don't forget to check the bundle set. I have put this beautiful butterfly bordered die cut. It comes with 2 die, the detail and also outline die cut, and you can do a lot of things with this one. So don't forget to check the bundle for the combo set and the butterfly borders. That are very good deal, so save some money and the shipping. So that's today's video. I hope you like it, how to make this pop-out curving card. And remember, this card you can ship just like a regular letter mail, and then when your friend receive it, they can make a pop out just like that. Okay, so thank you for watching. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp, and make sure you subscribe to Local King's YouTube channel. More tutorial coming soon. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this kind of tutorial, and I will working on it. Create a more video to share with you. See you next time. Goodbye.